And now we get ready for our tail of the tape, for our main event, for all the marbles here at 168. You see that Plant has the significant height and the reach advantage, but Canelo, look at his record, 56-1-2, unbelievable. He's 31 years of age, 2 years older than Caleb Plant. Rules of the fight. No 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and the fight is official after 4 rounds have been completed. Now to continue with the pageantry, we send it up to our ring announcer. Here is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Canelo Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Showtime. Our main event is presented by Hennessy. Never stop, never settle. By DraftKings Sportsbook, bet with the only top-rated sportsbook app that matters. By O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day. Blue Man Entertainment, prepare to be entertained. And by Resident Evil, welcome to Raccoon City. Nothing spreads faster than fear, only in movie theaters. This unification bout is sanctioned by the WBC President and Supervisor Mauricio Suleiman, the WBA President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, Supervisor Mark Risman, the WBO President and Supervisor Francisco Valcarcel, and the IBF President Darrell Peoples, Supervisor Levi Martinez, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Stephen J. Kuhlbeck, Executive Director Bob Bennett. Introducing to you our 3 judges, scoring from ringside, from Nevada, Dave Moretti. Also from Nevada, Patricia Morse-Jarman, and from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our 3rd man to the ring, the referee in charge. He'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Russell Mora. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, it's showtime! Introducing to you first, the IBF title holder on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with gray trim, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Nashville, Tennessee. He weighed in at a ready 167 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 21 wins, no losses, 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Determined to capture the undisputed world championship tonight in his 4th defense of his title. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning, the defending, and the undefeated IBF super middleweight champion of the world, introducing Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant. And And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gold trunks with white trim, proudly representing his hometown, El Orgulloso Guerrero de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He weighed in right at the limit of 168 pounds, having faced 20 world champions in his illustrious career. His record stands at 56 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, with 38 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, in his 20th world title appearance, ladies and gentlemen, here is the renowned boxing sensation and acclaimed pound-for-pound great, the 4-division world champion and the current unified WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight champion of the world, introducing Saul Canelo Alvarez. And the referee in charge now to give instructions, Russell Mora.
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch up.
It is our main event of the evening. Canelo Alvarez, the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, holding 3 super middleweight championships, unifying the division with that man, the IBF super middleweight champion of the world, Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. Moments away, who is going to be the first ever undisputed super middleweight champion of the world? We are underway here in Las Vegas. Plant undefeated, Canelo Alvarez just 1 loss, that coming over 8 years ago to Floyd Money Mayweather inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas. Plant immediately starting off with his jab, and the chants echoing of Canelo here in Las Vegas. Plant with a significant height and the reach advantage. First 30 seconds, Plant busy using that piston-like jab of his. The whole thing, Canelo's camp, they said they knew the first half of the fight was going to be difficult, and then they felt, and they are of the mindset that they're going to be able to break down Plant in 7, 8, 9. Will that be the case? Plant says it's going to be a difficult fight throughout the entire fight. Plant using that jab, looking very good in the first minute of the first round. However, let's also remember that Canelo is a notoriously slow starter. He likes to feel it out his opponents, see about their range, their distance. But I think the key for Plant is he's got to hurt Canelo in the first couple rounds to at least keep Canelo at bay. This is stereotypical of a Canelo round, and now Canelo is trying to cut off the ring. And you know he's going to try to hammer away on the body. Plant needs to keep his back off the ropes, and Plant turns his head. Good move by Plant to be able to turn his head, as to say, you can't hit me in the back of the head, because Plant does not want his back on the ropes whatsoever. He has to keep it in the center of the ring. Now Canelo looking, big right hand on the left side of the head of Plant, but Plant ate it well. Plant has never really been hit clean by anybody because of the fact that he is so good defensively. You figure the only time he really got hit and tagged, big right to the body by Canelo, under a minute to go here in the first. The only puncher of that I can remember that Plant faced in his quest up the ranks in the super middleweight division was that against when he won the title against Uzcategui in January of 2019. Plant did eat some shots, not many, but he did show a solid chin against Uzcategui. Now granted, Canelo Alvarez is one of the hardest hitters in all of boxing. Final 30 seconds of the first. Plant using his jab to keep his distance. Plant looks relaxed. He's in his rhythm, but he's got to stay in the center of the ring as Canelo comes forward, throws a left hook, and a sharp little right hand by Plant. If you're Plant, though, you got to stay out of danger, and Canelo hammers away on the body of Plant. Final moments of round 1. Tense moments here in Las Vegas. And that ends round number 1.
Vas a entrar rápido al ritmo de él, ¿eh? Rápido vas a entrar. Es lento, no es lento de piernas y es inocente, ¿verdad? Que te da la vuelta, te pasa con la mano abajo.
Pressing you back to the rope. Try to get that left hand up a little bit more too. But try to keep him compressed. Sometimes try to get low and smother tie up a little bit. Keep using that jab up and down the way that you are. Just try to stay away from those ropes, okay? Big deep breath. Good round. Second round coming up. One down. One down. Good job. Good job.
So a couple things to take note in that first round. One, I had Caleb Plant winning that first round. However, you look at the fact that Canelo was able to cut off the ring, and that is something that Caleb Plant cannot allow the Mexican to do. If you're Canelo, though, even though you gave up that round, you have to be able to keep of the mindset, I'm getting closer, and once I put him against the ropes, I can hammer away and really start to do damage. Canelo almost gave away that round, but he's starting with that forward pressure. But Plant's got to be busy. There's a left hook. That missed by Canelo. Jab, and Plant ties up. And now Canelo trying to fight out of it. Russell Mora allows them to fight out of the break. There's a sharp right hand by Plant. Grazing shot, but Canelo so good with his feints and his head movements. He knows how to cut off the ring and sort of smother you. There's a left hook by Caleb Plant. Big left hook there by Plant. His best punch of the fight. That stopped Canelo in his tracks momentarily. All right to the body, and Canelo throwing a big left hook upstairs. There's a right to the body by Plant. But Canelo's so good. He's slick. And look at that forward pressure. He's trying to press Plant and drive him to the ropes. Plant undefeated. Canelo Alvarez coming off of a win over Billy Joe Saunders in front of over 73,000 at AT&T Stadium in Arlington back in May. Big left hook to the body by Canelo. Big left hook. Plant willing to engage and trade with Canelo close distance. As we approach 75 seconds here in the second, Canelo still with that forward pressure. A left hook. Plant blocks it with that right glove. And chance of Canelo, double jab by Canelo. If I'm Canelo, I'd like to see more of a jab coming out of the WBA, WBC, WBO super middleweight champion. Under a minute to go here in the second. Plant using his legs. He's athletic, he's agile, but he is facing the world's best pound-for-pound fighter. Big left hook to the body by Canelo. Canelo's so relaxed in there as well. Double left hook to the body by Plant. Now Plant looking to try to get out of danger. Right to the body. We'll see if Canelo looks to tee off in these final 30 seconds. Big left hook, but that right glove blocked the left hook from Canelo. There's a jab right to the midsection by Plant. Left hook to the body by Canelo, right on the side of the head of Plant. Plant, though, sort of moving with the shots, but they did land clean for Canelo. And that ends the second.
El cabrón ahorita te quiso recibir cuando entras. Ten cuidado con eso, es lento. Si te agarras porque te vas a descuidar cuando entres. Hay que pintar cuando entres y mueve la cintura para evitar ese contragolpe.
Why don't you throw the uppercut? Move your body and then come up with the uppercut. Move your, watch the waist.
Tomándome descuides la guardia y vivo cuando entres nomás.
Second shot, let's go. Second shot, let's go. You can go center, man. You can do this.
Round three, this one is scheduled for 12 for the Undisputed Super Middleweight Championships of the world. Good jab by Caleb Plant. Steps in. Plant with that right on the left side of the ribcage of Canelo. But Canelo still using his feints to try to get on the inside and systematically break down Caleb Plant. Plant doesn't seem unfazed by the moment, but Canelo been there, done that many times over again. Canelo chasing around Caleb Plant. Now chance at Canelo echoing here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. We'll see if Plant can keep up this pace throughout the entirety of the fight. Steps in with the jab. Total punches landed, thrown through 2. Álvarez 18 of 50 for a 36% connect percentage. Plant busier than Canelo, 23 of 88 for a 26% connect percentage. Nice left uppercut by Plant, but going back to the body was Canelo. That might have hurt Plant a little bit. A left hook as Canelo winding up, looking to land a big shot. Oh, Canelo, they were a little bit of a, it was sort of a, almost a scramble, it would seem. Stiff jab that pops Canelo's head back. Canelo's so big and strong. He is absolutely a physical specimen. But Plant looks in the best shape of his career as well. He's in outstanding physical shape. We're over the midway point. There's a big left hook for Canelo. That caught Plant's attention, right to the body by Canelo. Looking to answer back is Plant. 70 seconds to go here in the third. Double jab. That was blocked by Canelo. He's parrying away shots. Big left hook by Canelo. Now Canelo looking to unload. Plant shakes his head. Under a minute to go here in the third. Plant knows that Canelo is so aggressive, but calculated aggression from the Guadalajara native. Trains under the guidance of Eddie Reynoso. As Canelo looking to unload and tag Plant to the body with the left hook. Canelo so accurate, he broke Billy Joe Saunders' eye socket in the 8th round in his previous matchup. Big left hook by Canelo that missed. Plant looking to counter. Plant looks relaxed, but he's dealing with the man who is possessed and focused and has calculated aggression. And Canelo Alvarez, final moments of the third. And that ends round 3. We head to the 4th.
Big deep breath. Get that wind back. That sharp jab. Hey. Big deep breath. Focus on breathing. Use that probe and let him walk you back to the rope, okay? But you're doing your best to be aware of that, because that's when you're going here, and then you're landing a few shots in the body. Is round? That's round 3 is done. That's your round. So it was a little close, all right? But hey, keep those sharp jabs on him and do what you can to turn him and keep the center, because when you get to the rope, that's when you're going to that Philly shot.
A sold-out crowd, 16,500 here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena for Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. The super middleweight division will be unified here tonight. As Plant starting off busy. Nice stiff jab for the IBF champion. Plant is athletic, but we'll see if Canelo finds a way to break him down. Canelo hasn't been throwing his jab with as much frequency as you would think. Jabs through 3 rounds. Alvarez 1 of 18, Plant 15 of 71. Plant has such a good jab. And I think Canelo is looking for that singular home run shot against Plant. And he can land it, don't get me wrong, but Plant is so good defensively. But Canelo is an accurate puncher. And when he lands clean, he has destructive power. And there's a left hook to the body by Canelo, and the fans start erupting. This is a position that Plant does not want to be in, and Plant shakes his head as to say, nope, you didn't hurt me. But Canelo is starting to cut off the ring with more frequency, and I think he's looking for those big shots. A left hook that was blocked by Plant. Stiff jab, double jab, triple jab there by Plant. Over the halfway mark of the fourth. Jab followed by a right hand, double left hook by Plant. If you're Plant, though, you cannot have your confidence grow too much. You have to be so aware of the concussive knockout power of Canelo Alvarez. There's a right hand. Plant rolled with it. It landed, but he rolled with it. Stiff jab there by Plant. There's a right hand over the top by Canelo. Plant using his jab and his distance. Oh, that was a home run shot that missed by Canelo. That could have been disastrous had that landed on Plant, but Plant is so relaxed in there in the pocket. He said, I was born to be a prize fighter. This is everything I do. I don't have a backup plan. Canelo says he fights for legacy, to try to make history, to further his name amongst the all-time greats in boxing. Canelo looking to close the distance, close distance now. Big left hook that landed for Canelo, and Plant ate it well. Oh my, Plant shook his head. That was the question. How would Plant deal with the big shots from Canelo? That was a very good indication, at least in the first 4 rounds. As Canelo comes forward, that ends the 4th. We head towards round 5. And this is when Canelo was backing Plant up against the ropes. Plant moving well, and Canelo landed that left to the body. But Plant so slick, even with his back on the ropes. But Canelo has, and this is, I think, the best punch of the fight for Canelo. Bang, a big left hook. But Plant ate it well. We are on to round 5. This one's scheduled for 12 between Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. I think it's a close fight. I could see it 2-2. That is how I have it, at least from my perspective. We are into the 5th round. Good stiff jab there by Plant. Canelo looking to cut off the ring, but he's got to start throwing more. But Canelo, they admitted that the first half of the fight was going to be tough. See power punches thrown through 4 rounds. Canelo 35 of 83, a 42% connect percentage. Plant 22 of 79 for a 27% connect percentage. But Plant in the jab department a lot busier. Good jab by Plant. With that jab, and chance of Mexico as they try to urge on their hero, Saul Canelo Alvarez, the 31-year-old from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. There's a left hook to the body by Canelo. And Russell Mora steps in between, says, warning about hitting below the belt. And they touch gloves. Both men are sportsmen. They do have a mutual respect for one another, even though there is bad blood between the two. Big left hook by Canelo. Now they exchange. Plant backs him up. Canelo came in with a couple left hooks. And Plant threw a right hand that caught Canelo. But Canelo is undeterred. He is sitting down big shots. He is throwing with more venomous-like intentions. And now he's trying to break down Plant. There's a right on the left side of the head of Plant. Plant ties him up. If I'm Plant, you got to be able to try to use that. Tie up Canelo and try to throw off his rhythm as well. Under a minute to go here in the 5th. Big right hand by Canelo. as Plant goes backwards. He sticks that jab right in the face of Canelo. He's so fundamentally sound as Caleb Plant. Double jab and a right to the body by Plant. And Canelo still trying to close off the distance. And more chance of Canelo that continue to be heard by everyone here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Final moments of the fifth. Canelo throwing that left hook as he throws in a downward motion as Plant bends over. We head towards the sixth. Taking a look at that inadvertent low blow. That was right on the belt line, but yes, it was low.
Thank you very much. Pull his head down.
And there's Canelo stepping in. Bang. Nope, missed it. And Plant with the double jab and the right hand to back up Canelo.
Don't hit him low.
I think Eddie Reynoso just told Canelo he wants him to go and start to use that uppercut. We're on to round number 6. This one is scheduled for 12. Total punches landed thrown through 5 rounds. Alvarez 45 of 142 for a 31% connect percentage. Plant 50 of 221, a 22% connect percentage. Alvarez's defense, something to admire as well, not just the defense of Caleb Plant. And Eddie Reynoso wanting a sense of urgency from Canelo, and now Canelo really trying to pick up the pace and try to smother Caleb Plant. Double left hook by Canelo. A right hand on the left side of the head. 2 big right hands for Canelo as Plant tries to tie him up. Russell Mora warning both about holding. But Canelo has more fervor in his step, more spring in his step compared to previous rounds. A sharp right hand by Plant. Big left hook by Canelo, blocked though by the IBF champion.
Let go. Don't hold.
There's a right hand by Plant as Canelo comes forward. Plant tried to tie him up and he eats a right hand on the top of the head. Good jab there by Plant. And Canelo backs up Plant, jarring his jaw, and now Canelo starting to do some damage. But Plant staying in the pocket. Canelo sprays him with the right hand, a right to the body. And now Canelo's confidence starting to grow here at the MGM as this place has come alive. They said the first half of the fight was going to be difficult, but Plant seems to be relaxed under fire. 65 seconds to go. Big left hook that landed clean for Canelo, and Plant ate it. But Canelo's pressure is starting to intensify. Under a minute left here in the 6th. But Plant is very wise. He knows every inch of that squared circle. A jab by Canelo. This is probably one of the best rounds that we've seen out of Canelo here in the fight. Probably his best round of the fight, I would say. Canelo is just cerebral-like in his pursuit of Caleb Plant. Big left hook by Canelo. The head movement, it's hard for Plant to be able to land on that moving target of Canelo. And look at that defensive acumen, and the fans appreciative of what they're seeing from the Mexican superstar. And now Canelo walking with his hands by his side, not even trying to deflect. And that ends the 6th. And Canelo looks over at Plant and gives him a look as to say, I'm starting to get to you. As we take a look at that right bang. Look at that shot. And Canelo's not even sitting down. He is standing. Canelo smiled at Caleb Plant at the end of that 6th round. And I think Canelo is going to start off a lot more offensive here to try to go ahead and finish off Caleb Plant. They said they thought they were going to be able to get to Plant in 7, 8, 9. Will that be the case? Canelo turned up the intensity in that 6th round, and it was a very good offensive round for Canelo. Canelo holds the WBA, WBO, and the WBC Super Middleweight Championships of the world. Big left hook by Canelo, and Plant went to southpaw, and he tacked Canelo coming forward.
Stop! No, no, no. Let go.
Russell Mora
Good job. Good job.
steps in between the two. But Canelo, his confidence growing, but Caleb Plant proving that he belongs, that there is a reason why he's here. There's a reason why he's been undefeated over the course of his career. He is not giving Canelo Alvarez an easy night at the office whatsoever. But the thing with Plant, he's got to be able to find a way to hurt Canelo, because Canelo has his hands by his side. There was a period in the 6th round. Big left hook by Canelo, followed by a right in a downward motion. Canelo looking for the finish. Big left hook, and now Canelo in a relentless pursuit of Plant. Plant coming forward right in the chest of Canelo to try to tie him up.
Okay, stop! Let go. Let go.
Just over the midway point of the 7th. There's a right hand that popped Canelo as Canelo comes back with a double left hook. Plant tries to tie him up. Plant looking for his opening, a jab followed by a right hand to the body. There's a left hook. Plant has responded very well here in the 7th, as now he's trying to back up Canelo. I think Canelo's baiting him in to try to set up something, and I think Plant knows that. That's why Plant is being so selective in how he throws. Under a minute to go here in the 7th. Now Plant looking for his opening. I think Canelo is almost baiting him in. It's a chess match, and Canelo says, come on, do something. Jab right to the midsection by Plant. Plant with the jab upstairs, and now Canelo says, all right, I'm going to come forward. There's a left hook upstairs by Canelo. He steps around. Clash of heads now. Thankfully, he didn't draw blood.
Hey, watch your heads. Watch
And
your
Russell Mora telling both to watch your heads. There's a left hook that misses by Plant. Stiff jab there by Plant. A right hand. Canelo looking to pound away on the body of Plant. Left hook to the body by the Mexican. Big left hook upstairs. That cracked Plant. And that ends the 7th.
Big deep breath, Caitlin.
On to round 8. This one is scheduled for 12 for all 4 Super Middleweight Championships. The Undisputed Super Middleweight Championship is on the line. Big left hook upstairs, catching Canelo. Caleb Plant throwing a combination. Double jab there by Plant, as Canelo still in a hot pursuit of the Nashville native. Double left hook by Canelo. There's a right hand by Canelo. Left hook to the body by Canelo, and Russell Mora steps between the two. There's a left hook by Álvarez.
Okay, stop. Let go.
And power punches thrown through 7. Álvarez, 63 of 151 for a 41% connect percentage. He's extremely accurate. Plant 38 of 138, a 27% connect percentage. Plant fighting a smart fight. I don't know, though, if he can win a decision like this based on the heavy crowd support of Canelo Alvarez. Now, Alvarez has him pinned against the ropes, and Plant wisely ties up.
Back up.
Brilliant stuff. There's a nice right hand to the body by Plant. Plant is fighting the kind of fight, I mean, this is who he is. And everyone thought that Plant was going to be overmatched, and that has not been the case. And Álvarez's camp, they knew they had to bring their best. But Álvarez is so dangerous and dynamic as a fighter that we are now in the middle portion of the fight. 70 seconds left here in round number 8. There's a left hook to the body by Plant, and those sneaky body shots might be having a small effect on Canelo Alvarez's frequency and his ability to want to throw as much. I still think Álvarez, with his constant forward pressure and his head movement, is extremely dangerous and I mean, these are two guys that are the best in the division with everything on the line. Under a minute left here in the 8th. Álvarez continues to try to find openings on Plant, and Plant using his athleticism and his ring IQ to at least keep himself away from prolonged periods of punishment from Álvarez. Álvarez, a big left hook upstairs that caught the jaw of Plant.
Hands are free.
And Russell Mora allowing them to fight, and then he separates the two. I like how Plant ties up Canelo and throws off his rhythm to a point. But if you're Álvarez, I think for Canelo, he needs to throw more jabs to try to give Plant something to be cognizant of. And Canelo actually taking a seat for the first time.
Faltan 4 rounds, chicos. Son los 4 rounds de toda tu carrera, güey. De 17 años que tienes chingándole. Tienes que hacerlos con un chingo de inteligencia, con fuerza, con muchos huevos, güey. Eres mejor boxeador que él. Te estás desesperando a la hora que te amarre, lo quieres agarrar un solo madrazo, güey.
I want you to get close and start throwing. When you get close, you can't let him off the hook.
I know.
Okay. Cerradito, con un chingo de fuerza, moviendo la cintura, trae mucho aire. Son 4 rounds nomás, cabrón.
4 more rounds or less. We're going to get him out of there.
Don't turn sideways, okay? Don't hit back here. Wait.
Round number 9. This one is scheduled for 12 between Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. Canelo might be winning on the scorecards with his aggression and his ability to cut off the ring, but Caleb Plant is not making it easy, and I think it is a close fight as we head towards round number 9. Ray Flores ringside here in Las Vegas. And the fans booing for the lack of action, but here comes Canelo. Total punches landed, thrown through 8. Álvarez, 81 of 240 for a 39% connect percentage. Plant, 72 of 343 for a 20% connect percentage. Plant using his jab, a left hook that connected by Álvarez, followed by a right to the left side of the body of Plant. And Plant wisely tying up. We'll see if Russell Mora will allow him to fight out of the break. A right uppercut by Álvarez, and Plant didn't like that too much, which is why he is moving to his right. Now he goes to his left. Plant has such slick defense. There's a jab right to the midsection of Álvarez. And now, oh boy, this is a precarious predicament, and Plant did not panic. He was relaxed, and he got out of the way, and he continues to try to work. Over the halfway mark of the 9th. Jab right on the belt line by Álvarez. Caleb Plant proving that he is among the elite here at 168. And Canelo Alvarez, he knew heading into this matchup that Plant wasn't going to be as easy as what people thought. People criticize Plant for not having that high-level opposition. Well, now he has in front of him, and he isn't faring too bad against Álvarez. Big left hook by Canelo. But Canelo's still the #1 pound-for-pound kingpin. And in order to beat the man, you have to beat the man. You want to be the man, you got to beat the man. So says Ric Flair, professional wrestler. And now tying up is Caleb Plant to Canelo. There's a right hand that connected by Plant. I think Plant is gaining a lot of respect. Double left hook there by Canelo. Oh, big right hand connecting by Álvarez. I think that was a grazing shot right on the bridge of the nose of Plant. And some rights to the body. And Plant tying up again, disrupting the rhythm of Álvarez. And look at that combination, the right hand that backed up Álvarez, and Álvarez shrugged it off, but still, in the eyes of the judges, that might make a difference. And a jab that snapped back the head of Álvarez. And Team Plant going crazy here. There is Iron Mike Tyson. The former heavyweight champion of the world. Former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Iron Mike Tyson. We're on to the 10th round. And there's a big, oh, that was a right that missed. That was on the bridge of the nose. That would have landed clean. Who knows how that would have gone? And Caleb Plant went with that combination. That jab followed by the right hand. Look at that bang. Snap back the head of Álvarez. We are on to round number 10. This one's scheduled for 12, and immediately Plant starting off strong. And I am not scoring this fight individually because I'm calling it, but I think it is a very close fight. And Plant starting to gain some confidence as we head towards the last third of the fight. All right, to the body by Álvarez, and this is a spot, and Plant wisely ties up, spins him around, and Russell Mora will separate them. That is high-level boxing IQ being demonstrated by the undefeated IBF super middleweight champion. Right to the body by Álvarez. And you see total punches landed thrown through 9, 92 of 286 for a 32% connect percentage. Plant 84 of 392 for a 21% connect percentage. Good stiff jab there by Plant. There's a right to the body by Canelo. Canelo looking to unload and press Plant, and Plant's his head goes into the ropes. The crowd doesn't like that, but Álvarez literally pushed him into that. And Plant ties up Álvarez to try to disrupt the rhythm. And also, let's take into account the fact that Plant is the bigger man size-wise, and him putting his frame on Canelo might try to tire out Canelo as we head towards the championship rounds. Just over the midway point of the 10th round. Canelo holds the WBA, WBC, and WBO Super Middleweight Championships of the world. Greatly appreciate you joining us wherever you are around the world. We have 70 seconds left here in the 10th. What an atmosphere here in Las Vegas. Great to have the fans back at full capacity. There's a right to the body by Álvarez. Under a minute to go here in the 10th. There's a right that missed by Álvarez, and Plant shrugged it off. And I think that was a shot below the belt. Álvarez backed up, and Plant said, hey, I'm okay. Both men respect each other, and both men, oh, big left hook by Álvarez. And Plant digs to the body. And look at the work rate by Álvarez now as he goes. A double left hook to the body by Álvarez. Final moments of the 10th. Álvarez looking to close the distance on Plant. And that ends the 10th. We head towards the championship rounds. There's the right to the body. And you see Canelo stepping in. You see the jab by Plant. As you're seeing the left uppercut by Canelo, the right uppercut. But that right uppercut, it was a grazing shot by Canelo. The championship rounds we go. And I think it is a very close fight. 2 more rounds to go here in this super middleweight unification matchup. Álvarez starting strong here in the 11th. But I think this is a very close fight. I'm not judging every individual round, but I think it's a close fight. I could see it 5-5. I could see it 6-4. But I think, without a doubt, oh, big left hook. Plant might have gotten hurt. Right uppercut, down goes Plant for the first time in the fight. And that, oh boy, he's hurt. Big shot by Canelo Alvarez. Caleb Plant down, and Canelo looking for the finish. Big left hook. Plant might be out on his feet. Plant might be out on his feet. Big right hook. Canelo looking for the finish. Canelo looking to finish off Caleb Plant, and down goes Plant, and this one is over. And the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez, as he finishes off Caleb Plant with a highlight reel knockout victory. But man, what a performance, what guts, what determination by Caleb Plant. But Canelo Alvarez, there's a reason why Canelo is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And look at that. Tremendous. Simply tremendous. Wow. Canelo went out there in the 11th, and he got the job done as he said he was going to do. It took him to the 11th. But Canelo went out there and he finished off Caleb Plant. But what a performance by both men. Both men should be commended. And my goodness, look at that sign of respect for Canelo Alvarez. He is now the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. And look at the sign of respect between these two. If you don't love what you're watching, the embrace between both men, the respect, 2 champions going at it, giving their best, their heart and soul. And tonight, it was Canelo Alvarez who was just a bit more superior than that of Caleb Plant. But make no mistake about it, Caleb Plant has gained the respect of Canelo Alvarez. This is what is beautiful about boxing. Moments like this, 2 champions going out there, fighting at such an elite, world-class level. For the first time in history, all the super middleweight championships were on the line. And Canelo Alvarez makes history for himself, for Mexico, for his family. But in the process, he gained respect for Caleb Plant, and Plant gained respect for Canelo. Even though Plant was knocked out, I think Caleb Plant earned a lot of fans, learned a lot of respect, learned a lot of adulation for his performance. And Caleb Plant just lost to the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Saul Canelo Alvarez. There's a reason why he's the man. There's a reason why He is one of the best finishers in all of boxing. There's a reason why they are talking about Canelo Alvarez potentially superseding the great Julio Cesar Chavez as being the greatest Mexican boxer of all time. Now, he has a ways to go until he gets there, but with performances like this, he is proving beyond the shadow of a doubt that the world is his. But man, what a fight. That was memorable. And it's fights like this that make me so proud to be a part of the sport of boxing. Because Caleb Plant went out on a shield, and he just lost to the better man as we take a look at the finish. Boom, that left hook right on. And the right uppercut, it was the left hook followed by the right uppercut, followed by the left hook. Down went Plant, this was the first time. Plant was stumbling, and he was visibly rocked. We take a look at it again. That left hook, boom, oh my goodness, clean and everything. A seismic, titanic shot, and the right uppercut, oh my goodness. That is the right uppercut that broke the orbital bone of Billy Joe Saunders in May, and he sent a left hook to boot. Taking a look at the first knockdown, that left hook, and then you're gonna see Plant ducks underneath, and then Canelo wisely, his ring IQ, he pushes him off, and then he sees that right uppercut, bang, right there, and then a left hook to add the exclamation mark, and down went Plant. So Caleb Plant undefeated no more. And here is, I believe, the finish of the fight. As you see Canelo, and Plant was wobbly. He was almost out on his feet. A right, a left, another big right, and down went Plant on his back. But you know what? Canelo Alvarez proved that he is the best pound-for-pound fighter once again. But Caleb Plant deserves a lot of accolades for his performance. That right, and look at the finish of the fight. Russell Mora watching the action. What I'm curious about is I want to see the scorecards at the end of the stoppage. The right followed by the left. The right on the left ear of Caleb Plant, and down he went. Both men should be proud of their performances here tonight. What a night here in Las Vegas. And there, the adulation of victory. History for Canelo Alvarez says that's it. And he becomes the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. Saul Canelo Alvarez continues to further his legacy. There is his wife, and there's the king at 168. It is Canelo Alvarez, as he now adds the super middleweight, the IBF Super Middleweight Championship to his championship collection. Finish for Canelo Alvarez. And to be honest with you, I don't know many people that can go and stop and beat Canelo Alvarez. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
And gentlemen, we have the time, 1 minute 5 seconds in round number 11. Our referee in charge, Russell Mora, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is now boxing's first ever undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, el orgulloso guerrero de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, Saul Canelo Álvarez.
And Saul Canelo Alvarez standing by with Jim Gray.
Dámelos aquí, papá.
And we are awaiting the interview with Canelo Alvarez and Jim Gray, and there they go.
All right, Moro, thank you very much. Canelo, congratulations. Can you describe this moment and what it means to you to become the undisputed champion of this division, super middleweight?
Primero que nada, quiero darle las gracias a todos.
I want to thank everybody here tonight.
No ha sido fácil llegar hasta aquí,
It hasn't been easy to get to this point.
pero con ustedes a mi lado, con mi equipo a mi lado, mi familia, hemos llegado muy lejos.
But with your support, my family, my team, we've gotten really far.
Es un logro más para mi familia, para mi equipo, pero sobre todo para todos ustedes, para todo México.
This is for everybody, especially from Mexico. It's another one for our team, but we did it tonight.
And to be the first Mexican fighter to do this means what to you?
Esto significa mucho para mí, el ser el primer latino en ser unificado, significa mucho para mí, para la historia de México.
It signifies so much for the history of Mexico to be an undisputed champion.
You know the history, and this history means a lot to you. Do you now feel as you will go down as one of the greatest champions in the history of boxing?
Eso me hace muy feliz y me motiva muchísimo entrar en esos pocos que están en la historia de los unificados. No es fácil, por eso nomás somos 6 en la historia del boxeo.
We're only 6. It keeps me happy, very motivated to be one of the 6 undisputed champion of the world.
Was Caleb Plant a better fighter than you anticipated?
No, él es un buen peleador. Él es un buen peleador, es un buen peleador. Mis respetos para él, es un peleador con muchas habilidades. Me costó un poquito de trabajo descifrarlo. Mis respetos para él, mis respetos para él.
No, definitely my respect for Caleb Plant. He's a very difficult fighter. He has a lot of ability. I do respect the fighter.
And what did you say to him after the fight? You guys embraced and spoke, and there was quite a bit of back and forth, and there was a lot of antagonism from that initial press conference. What did you say to him there?
No, él obviamente vino hacia mí y dijo que él quería continuar. Solamente le dije que él era un buen peleador, que no se preocupara, que no se avergonzara. Él es un buen peleador y me dijo que el decirme esas palabras no era un significado para mi mamá y se disculpó. Y le dije que no se preocupara, que somos hombres al final y aquí se queda todo.
We're men at the end. He wanted to still fight me. He wanted to still continue. And I told him there's no shame. We had a great fight today. Of course, he came up on top.
And then.
Sigue, Canelo.
Tú say it.
No, he did say that sorry about, the motherfucker incident that happened. That he didn't mean it that way.
He said to you, and I heard him, he said he had no mother himself. He lost his mother at a young age.
And I say at the end of the day, we are a man, everything is okay, and keep going.
Let's take a look, if we can, at the first knockdown in the 11th round, and tell us, if you will, what you were thinking at that moment and where the fight was in your mind.
Se me estaba dificultando un poquito, obviamente, por su estilo. Pero al final, Eddie me dijo, ten paciencia, son los últimos 2 asaltos, haz las cosas bien, pensando, y fue como cayó el knockout.
Yeah, he was making myself a little difficult, but Eddie told me, let's keep with the game plan, the last 2 rounds here, and at the end I got him.
This is the end of the fight. Describe this, please.
Ya, sí, así es como tenía que terminar, fintándolo agresivamente. Ya estaba muy lastimado y tenía que terminarlo ahí mismo.
That's the way it had to finish. He was already very hurt, and I went for the kill.
Gracias a todos, mi familia, mis amigos de México.
Thanks everybody, my friends, Mexico.
Muchas gracias.
And now we always look forward in boxing, because now that this fight is behind you, everybody would like to know
what will you do next? Would you like to maybe go to 175 and conquer another division?
We don't know. We want to rest. We need the rest we deserve. So I just want to thank my friends from Del Mar. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for being here, for supporting me. Thank you all. Gracias a todos. ¡Viva México, cabrones! Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Canelo Alvarez. One of the great champions.
Well, what an interview, what a performance for Canelo Alvarez. 57-1-2, 39 wins coming by way of knockout. The first Mexican to become the undisputed champion. And there he is, the king at 168. So, I'm going to go ahead and further the point that Jim Gray asked Canelo, what could potentially be next for Canelo? Well, from my standpoint, David Benavidez is fighting next Saturday night in his hometown of Phoenix, Arizona against Kyron Davis. In my estimation, if Canelo or if Benavidez is successful against Kyron Davis, then I think I'd love to see an all-Mexican battle between Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. I think that Canelo needs to fight a guy in the super middleweight division who is been there for a while. There's talk about Jamal Charlo, but Charlo's going to move up to 168. I'd like to see Charlo fight one fight at 168, potentially against Anthony Durrell, and then the winners of those fights will fight the winner of Canelo and David Benavidez. But Canelo Alvarez, let's take a... All right, so scorecards were all in favor of Canelo. If we can flash them up momentarily, I'd love to be able to see, I think it was 98-92, 97-93, and then 96-94 from my standpoint. So it was 98-92, 97-93, and 96-94. All three judges had Canelo Alvarez ahead on the scorecards. Now, I think 98-92, egregious, 97-93, maybe a few toss-up rounds. Nonetheless, Canelo Alvarez, this is his night. But a subplot to what happened tonight is the ability of Caleb Plant to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that he is a world class and one of the top super middleweights in the world. I understand that the odds makers had Canelo as a heavy favorite, but everybody was writing off Caleb Plant. Oh, he didn't belong in there. He's a paper champion. He was given that belt. Well, Caleb Plant proved that, guess what? He belonged here in the ring against Canelo Alvarez, and he didn't make it an easy night at the office for the Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico native. But, again, when you fight the world's best pound-for-pound fighter, you have to fight nearly a perfect fight. And Caleb Plant was unable to do that, especially in the 11th, when Canelo Alvarez really turned it on and was able to finish off Caleb Plant. And I'm glad that the beef and the turmoil seems to have gone ahead and dissipated. Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez, they hugged, they exchanged pleasantries with one another. That's just boxing. What a night here in Las Vegas. History made.